Hey everybody, Ms. Dietrich. We're looking at a question that's a little bit tricky. It says, the net of a rectangular prism is shown below. The surface area of each face is labeled. Which values represent the dimensions in centimeters of the rectangular prism? I thought I would color code it to remind you about our conversations in class about how every rectangular prism has a front and a back, a left side and a right side, and a top and a bottom that are equal and congruent. And I color coded it so that they would match in color. Now, basically, since we have a rectangle here that has an area of 24, that means that whatever we call the dimensions here would have to be factors of 24, something times something that equals 24. Now, we have a lot of choices of what could be factors of 24, but let's look at the lineup here and see if we can find two numbers in our lineup of choices that equal 24. So, for example, here, if we think about 3 times 4, that's 12, that's not 24. 3 times 8 is 24. So this is a contender just because we do have a way to get 24. But I'm looking here and I see that we have another way to get 24. If we do 4 times 6, that would be 24. So we have two contenders right now. We have B and C that are contenders. Now let's look at what we'd have to do to get 18. We need factors of 18. So when we think about factors of 18, there's like 2, there's 9, there's 6, there's 3. Now, let's say that we're going to call this 6 by 4. That means that this line, because if this is 6, this has to be 6 too, this line right here. So a 6 by 3, that's looking like that could work. 6 times 4 is 24, and 6 times 3 would give us 18. So now let's take a look at this piece. What are factors of 12 that would work if we folded this thing up and had, everything line up? What would be the factors of 12? Well, if we're saying that this is 4, that means that we have to have a piece that's going to be 4 here as well. And this would have to be 3. So a 4 by 3. All right, so when we talk about the dimensions, we're talking about a length, we're talking about a width, and we're talking about a height. So we might call this the length, 6. We might call this the width, 4, and we would call this the height, 3. So which answer choice matches that? You're going to take it from there and hopefully find the right one. All right, good luck finishing this up.